Still got just a couple minutes, don't we? Here's our number one challenge, I think, sometimes. How many of you find that you've got more than one thing that you've got to do your best on? You do, right? You got any children?
Well, I carried it for my mom.
Come on up here. You're a spinner of plates, right?
Spinner of plates?
Yes. This is the way that your life is.
Oh.
All right? In reality, here you go. Just hold that for just a moment, if you would. You probably you have work. You have work that you got to deal with, right? Okay. And then you're going to maybe have your mom that you got to deal with, right? And she's a plate that you got spinning, right? And then you're literally going to have.
I get another one?
Yes, you get another one. Here you go. You got to hold that one. I mean, this is sort of like your real life. Don't let them hit each other. Don't drop the plates there. Now you got to keep this spinning here. But the challenge is that's not the only problem you got. You probably got dirty clothes at home. You got your health you got to take care of. Wow, wow. Okay, all right. Now watch this one. This one's beginning to wobble a little bit. You know, as long as I go back and as long as you, this is the way your life is. You got lots of one things that you've got to focus on. But once you have this plate spinning, you can leave it. You can leave it. You organize your thought on this one plate. You take this one thing and you try to think about both sides of the story. You get some outside advice. You begin to take a sheet of paper and you begin to write it down. If you find that you've got one begin to wobble, you've got to go over there and understand that I've got to go over there and deal with my mom. I got to go over and deal with my mom. All right?
Okay.
All right? Or I've got a teenager I got to deal with, or I got a job I got to deal with. But you get that spinning. You know, you don't live 24/7 with your mom, do you?
Yeah.
No, she's not here. Is she here right now?
No.
But it feels like 24/7, and I understand. Mom, this is special for you. She loves you so very much. But that's the way our lives are. All right, let's see if we can take these out.
Well, I accomplished the goal.
Yes, yes, all right. You did that. All right, so you see how it works? That's the way our lives are. You can only do your best on one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So take any one thing, have your gold die in your pocket. Say that this is the one thing that I'm going to be focusing on. This is what I'm going to be organizing. Then do your best on that one thing. Begin to come up with a plan. And you keep your gold die with you at all times. You keep it with your money. So that literally what happens is that it functions all by itself. When you see it, it's going to trigger your brain. It's going to bring your thoughts back to that one thing that you're pondering, that one thing that you're thinking about. And literally what begins to happen is that you may be at the convenience store getting some gas, you may be here or there. When you see it, it brings your mind back to that, and you may only have 2 or 3 minutes of brain time, what I call brain time or pondering time on that one particular thing. Because you may have to go out here and deal with your mom. You may have to go out here and deal with the kids or the work or things along those lines. But as long as you can take and continue to bring your brain back to that one thing, you can get that one thing organized. You can begin to deal with that impossible situation in your life. You can begin to think it through. I find in my situation, I have an adult son who is 35, and sometimes he doesn't do what he should do. Right? Sometimes I don't do what I should do either. Right? But if I have thought about what I'm going to say to him before I actually see him, I've been thinking about it, I've been pondering about it, then when I have the opportunity to communicate to him, it has a more positive impact. It helps him moving in the right direction because I thought it. In Toastmasters, I've heard this saying so many times, don't thank your audience. I have to disagree with it. I thank y'all so very much. I appreciate y'all for being plugged in and listening. Do this for me real quick. Here's your little pad. I want you to open it up open it up in front. I want you to put a telephone number in there real quick. Well, Stanley, not done very well here. pass these out for me real